This is the Motorola Crave ZN4, a new touchscreen equipped flip phone for Verizon Wireless. The device has a look somewhat like that of the Ming, the devices that we've seen from Motorola in the Asian market, but it's a completely different device. For one, the touchscreen is flush mounted and it makes use of a capacitive touchscreen like the iPhone or the T-Mobile G1 Android phone. So it's not pressure sensitive, it's just sensitive to the finger touch. As such, requires very light motions to get things to scroll or navigation in general. No stylus required. In fact, the stylus wouldn't work. The action is pretty smooth overall, and Motorola has done a nice job of turning the Verizon user interface into something touchable. Part of that's helped by the fact that the display is a wide QVGA display, so instead of being 320 pixels by 240 pixels, it's 400 pixels in length by 240, which gives them a little bit extra room to work on the bottom for extra buttons that you wouldn't necessarily need on a non-touchscreen equipped phone. Arguably the coolest part of the device, though, is the flip itself. You can see it's transparent plastic, and right here is the earpiece. There are no visible wires to power the earpiece, but there's a wire mesh embedded inside the plastic. That's what powers that. On top of that, the flip itself is touch sensitive. You can launch VCast TV and navigate the phone directly from the flip. You don't even have to have the phone open to use it. You can see I pull up the TV guide, you can scroll, choose a show, all with the flip closed. Of course, you can do all that with the flip open as well, but for some things it's going to be convenient to do it with the flip closed, because you can also check inbound email messages, you can control your music playback. Of course, let's pull that up. Here's the music. Song starts off slow, but you can see I'm able to switch tracks just by touching the flip. This back button up here in the upper left hand corner is something you see all over the user interface. It's what Motorola is using in lieu of a dedicated C or back button. You'll notice that there are two buttons at the top of the display on the phone, the only two real buttons on the Crave itself. You have the power switch and the end call button, as well as a home button. You can see when we're in the main menu or anywhere else in the phone, you just hit the home button, you go back to the standby screen. Let's check out the messaging capabilities of the phone. Send a text message. Just going to put in a fake number. Nice haptic feedback on the touchscreen. Right now it's in iTap mode, which is a projective text system like T9. See, this is a test, which works quite well. The trick is there's a QWERTY keyboard when you move in horizontal format. The problem, though, is that the flip gets in your way. If you have large enough hands, you'll be able to work around it, but it is odd, and I have yet to come up with the perfect solution. But you can see that it works as you would expect, and the haptic feedback is nice. And you just hit send, and off the message goes. You can see when a new message comes in, all we have to do is hit the View Now or View Later button, and we can read the message. Take a quick look at the contact system. Of course, you have a finger scrollable contact system. If you hit this button down here, it gives you quick tabs to skip ahead. And if you hit the Go To button, it allows you to enter in, via text what you're looking for. And you can see it jumped up to test phone. The Verizon VZ Navigator navigation software works equally well with the flip closed, and you in fact have full control over the application, just as if the flip had been opened. One of the other fun things that comes with the Crave are video ringtones. We go into the Media Center here, go into the Tones and Sound section, My Ringtones. See, there's a long list of ringtones, and one of them, like this one here, I believe there are 4 total, is a video ringtone. You just set it as, a ringtone for the entire phone. Now when a call comes in, you'll see the video. Take a quick look at the browser in the Crave, and the first thing you notice is this transparent little device down in the corner. If you grab this, it becomes opaque, and then you can move it around to easily grab a small text link, something you'd have a little trouble doing with a fingertip. So I just grab the link I want, position it, and tap on it, and off we go. In terms of scrolling, you just grab the screen as you would normally. Pretty easy to work with. The only problem is if you're trying to grab a link at the very bottom of a page, it can be sometimes difficult. But overall, it's not a bad first effort for the browser on the Crave. I think we're going to see something like this little link tool in other browsers eventually. So there you have it in a nutshell. Quick overview of the new Motorola ZN4, the Crave for Verizon Wireless. Very cool flip touchscreen equipped phone. It's available today for $149.99.